Hey everybody, it's Karen again. For today's devotion, I want to share with you another something that I received from a church member, an idea about something that any one of us could do as we sort out all our mixed feelings about living in this coronavirus time. I'm going to start with reading a scripture. This is one that may be pretty familiar to you. It comes from Ecclesiastes 3. For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up what is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to throw away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to seek and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. Some of you may know that by the once famous song by the Byrds, Turn, Turn, Turn. Those of us from a certain generation learned these words of scripture from their song. What I want to share with you today is something that helped me kind of get my arms around that in a different way. And this was an idea that came from church member Sara Light. We were talking one day and she was talking about all the myriad of feelings that come with this. There's a sense of loss and a sense of gain all at the same time. It's not like, in a way, the Ecclesiastes, it's a time for this and then a time for that. It's that it's a time for this and a time for that, all rolled into one. It's a time to hold on to some things and it's a time to let go. The one thing it is a time to refrain from embracing. What I'm going to share with you is an idea that she had to get out some of this in artwork. She posted it on Facebook, and so if you're friends with her on Facebook, you may have seen it. She said, I took a day off from work last week and did some art therapy. The first collage is of things we hoped for that aren't happening right now. And all of that is covered by COVID-related headlines. All of the headlines were from the same day's paper. She said, the second collage is of things that bring me life and hope during this time. What a remarkable way of expressing these feelings. All the things we're losing, it is a time of grief. It is a time to mourn. It's a time of loss. It's a time of letting go. But there are also these gifts of things to hold on to and receive. A time to seek, a time to love, a time to be grateful. So I invite you for your own devotion. If you're interested in making the art, I think there's something really good about that kind of tactile engagement. And if not, maybe just a list in your own mind of things that you miss. And then some things that you feel like you've gained, that you're grateful for. Be well, stay safe, keep the faith. God bless.